Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today we are back at Gabe's, but not for the truck. We're actually here for the Jeep. Got a new set of Mickey Baja Boss MTs, and let me tell you what, trying to break down the back end of a bead, it's not fun. They make things you can buy on Amazon, you can do whatever you want, attempt to do lifts. It's not fun. Go to a tire shop. So obviously the ring, that's the easy part. Not easy part. New Baja Bosses. We're doing 2 at a time. We're using my buddy's Trevor's shop right now. More details on that coming soon. So anyway, follow along as we put them back together. So this is why you take it to a tire shop. Sometimes these beads don't like to come off, even with the machine. If I was trying to do this with some jerry rig setup, it's not like it. But as you can tell, he's about to break the bead. Beauty of race lines, man. They hold that inner bead also. Go buy race lines. As you can see, we are back at my buddy Trevor's shop. We got the LJ. We got some cool things going on with some cool companies. You're probably going to see that in shorts before I actually have time to edit this video. So check those out. So we got 2 mounted. Now time to get the rings on. Plenty of videos out there about mounting beadlocks. These are RACELINE Rhinos. I've ran RACELINEs for 15, 16 years. I love RACELINEs. It's one of the few, if not only, beadlock where if you break the bolt, and these are the 2 rings that I have pulled off. So if you break this, you do not have to pull the whole ring off to fix it. You can just pull off that one bolt right here. There's little things. You'll pop that out, put a new one in, and bam. Keep going. You don't have to disassemble everything. So it's an awesome product. I love that. So we're going to get these Mickeys done, aired up. Try my best to kind of show this. I put NICs on these bolts, and the parts that got it, as you can tell, there's no rust, and the parts that didn't, you can see some rust on. So really the parts I put on are the parts that are actually attached or screwed into where it needs to be, and it's the reason why there's no rust on the bolt. So it's important to try to put NICs on these because it is bolt that's going into something that is aluminum, and it helps just get them off. They're not going to break, or hopefully not going to break, right? And they're going to come off easier. These came off all super simple, super easy. Maybe I'll try to capture the 2 front ones. That way you can see just kind of how easy with a simple impact. So we'll get these, see if I can get a camera set up to where I can kind of show you start and then just kind of alternate back and forth as we go across and get these done. Now I know it sounds bad, but on this, it's a 12 volt and I have it on the lowest setting. So just trying to work my way around a little bit at a time to ease it down, basically. But I gotta go find my dogs. As I'm working on putting these back together, I just wanted to show you real quick what's used, I don't want to say damaged, but some used rings look like compared to a new one. I have one wheel and tire I've never used, never put it on. It's always been my spare. I've never had issues with this, so it has never been on the vehicle. So this one's been aired down, this one's been aired down, and on this nice and new clean Rhino from RACELINE, you can tell, nice and clean, no scratches. And you come over here, you see scratches and everything. So I've got a screwdriver. So spots like this, I'll have to kind of peel out to get the screwdriver in, or to get the socket in to get these out. And you know, that's all right. You know, here's one, same thing. You know, there's other companies that use like Allen's instead of, you know, your normal bolt styles. And I've used that. My dad had one of those. And I'd rather deal with your normal style bolt than a damaged Allen head. And I think most people would. If you've ever tried to mess with a damaged Allen head from off-roading, no thanks. Just mess with any damaged Allen head. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. So these are the last three I got to do. The other two are actually on the Jeep. So those are mounted. So get these others done. Let's get to it. All right, one thing I do when I'm removing these rings on these RACELINEs, and I've had 4 sets of RACELINEs, and I don't even know how many sets of tires on those 4 sets of RACELINEs. When I do all the bolts, and there's 32, I kind of leave them all together. Because when you're doing multiple sets of wheels and tires, the last thing you want to do is kind of intermingle stuff, and then you're starting to guess. So I always take them off, kind of keep them together, and then they're together like that. Do you need to do that? Probably not, but it's something I do. And then I know they all go together, they all go to that wheel. And again, this one. And I'll know which ones are which from when I'm disassembling and going and taking these over to Gabe's and getting them dismounted. This one's, you know, the dirty and brand new, and that one just finished airing down. So we'll get that done. We'll get these over to Gabe's and then get the new tires mounted up. I'm not saying that this is necessarily the right way, but this works for me. Go look at your own manufacturer's website for what they recommend on what to do. I've used RACELINEs, and this is kind of what has always worked for me with RACELINEs. Again, go to the manufacturer's website, go look, but it's kind of the basis of beadlocks. What I'm doing here with these new Mickeys, RACELINEs, go check out RACELINE, RACELINEWheels.com, Mickey Thompson Tires.com, I believe. I'll put the links down in the description. And yeah, big things happening with what I'm doing there, and awesome stuff going on, guys. I appreciate everything. Go like, follow, and subscribe.